Hello everyone, it's Diane. I have a new junk journal to show you. This is for a swap on Junk Journal Junkies for a Hollywood icon journal swap. So I was pretty excited about that. I had just, in the last several months, acquired several books on old Hollywood movies and movie stars. Our library had sales on books that had been donated for 50 cents for 2 bags. And I had picked up these Hollywood books and wasn't really sure what I was going to do with them, but this swap gave me a good opportunity to use them. So all of the images in this book, except for this one on the cover, are taken out of those books that I got. This is the cover that I came up with. I printed Rita Hayworth from the internet. Just use this red stripe paper. Because the pictures are black and white, I wanted to add color, so I used reds and some yellow and or goldy colors for the papers. I put these stickers on here that spell out lights, camera, action. Put a little bit of bling in the upper corners and used this duct tape for binding. This was the first time I did a easy twine binding. It was much easier. I kind of liked it. I made these charms with some beads and a little heart. Inside it has 4 signatures, and this is a cardstock pocket with a picture of Groucho Marx and a couple of his brothers. I don't know which one's which. And then inside is journaling card. I stamped this. This is a new stamp that Stampin' Up! Has. This is the size of it. I cut it out right to the size. Looks like notebook paper. It's brand new from Stampin' Up! It's really nice. Paul Newman. And then we have Rita Hayworth. And I'm sorry, I'm trying a new setup with my camera, so I'm trying to figure out how to use it. There's Rita Hayworth, and here is a postcard, also a Stampin' Up! Stamp. And each of the signatures has one of these postcards, Hollywood postcard that I made with Henry Fonda on this one. And there's Rudolph Valentino. I used that Stampin' Up! Stamp here, and you'll see the other half of that stamp carried over onto the other half of the page. This is from one of the books. Nice big picture of Gene Kelly. There's Lillian Gish, Marlene Dietrich, of course Shirley Temple. This one is Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, and any place where the back of the page is going to show and I didn't want whatever was there writing or just half a picture or something, I covered it up with either another image or some journaling. I put a tab on that. This is just some writing paper with some bling in the corners and a chandelier stamp. This is Susan Hayward, and I just folded this in half and made a pocket out of it, and on the tag inside is a cutout of Sid Charisse. I tried to label each picture where I could who it is. Oh, this one I wanted to put something on the back of it because I just added this picture of Marilyn Monroe into the middle, so I'm going to add something to the back side. But here's a quote that I stuck in there, and here's Cary Grant with Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart, and journaling on the back. I will be adding more of these quotes in the book too, either stuck on or on a little journaling card that'll be tucked into pockets. I think that's Mary Pickford. I cannot remember from the caption, and I lost the caption, but I think that's her. And it's a little tuck spot with a journaling spot. And there's another stamp up in the corner here and some more bling. Here's the other half of that Gene Kelly. This is Nora Desmond in the movie Sunset Boulevard. It always makes me think of Carol Burnett doing her spoof. So funny. But that's just stitched on there. Marlene Dietrich again. There's a stamp. And here's the other part of that journaling stamp. This is Joan Crawford, and here is a quote that someone made about her, and I put these stickers here that spell out her name, and this is a tuck spot. That was the first signature. To start off the second signature, we have a series of shots of Cary Grant in North by Northwest, and excuse me, here's a journaling card with Nancy Carroll. I had actually never heard of her, but I like that picture. And there's journaling on the back. And this one is Irene Dunn. This photo is cut from a 1940 Family Circle magazine. So it is contemporary to her. And here's a picture. I don't even know. I didn't label this one, but I just thought it was a cute picture. And this was on the back, so I just covered up some of the writing up there. And there's some journaling here, and this is Joan Blondell. Put a tab on it. And here is Betty Grable and Jane Wyman. They don't really look like they're really into that fight, but and that's a pocket. And here's a corner pocket with a film strip, the Tim Holtz film strip on it. And another Hollywood postcard with Lucille Ball, Harriet Hilliard, and Betty Grable. Here's a scene from West Side Story. This is Dolores Del Rio. And there's a belly band, and this will hold the picture in, and there's journaling on the back. I corner punched that. This is Rita Hayworth and Fred Astaire. There's a couple of things stitched on there with it for decoration, and Janet Gaynor. And Esther Williams is in the center of this book. This one has a film strip stitched down the side with a quote from the Graphic 45 paper, and there's a stamp there. I'm sorry if I'm coming out of frame a lot, but as I said, it's a new camera setup I'm trying. This is also from West Side Story. Here's another one of those corner pockets with a film strip, and this one has a chipboard ticket that I put silver glitter glue on, and there's a little tiny picture of Shirley Temple. This one has the gang from Singin' in the Rain, and inside the pocket is Gene Kelly with his famous dance in the rain. Some Graphic 45 tickets. And this one has Jean Harlow and a dance partner, unidentified dance partner. Marlon Brando, Katharine Hepburn, and Douglas Fairbanks Jr. This is the third signature. And on this postcard we have Anne Margaret. And Barbara Stanwyck here. This is a music manuscript paper, and there's a piece of glitter ribbon that's adhesive stuck on the side there. A stamp. This one has a coin pocket, or coin envelope, with some more Graphic 45 stickers, and this is Graphic 45 paper, Rudolph Valentino. Journaling on the back. John Wayne is on this one. Tuck spot. Another piece of that film strip. Oops, there we go. And Sonia Henney, the skating movie star. Some journaling, more journaling. I made this little pennant up there, banner. Here we have Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's and Charlie Chaplin. This is cut with my Cricut, just something I had in my stash. Some journaling here. This is a scene from Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. And this has Marilyn Monroe along with Donald O'Connor and Mitzi Gaynor. There's no business like show business. I don't know who this is in this picture. I don't know what movie it is, but it was on the back of this one, and I just kind of liked the picture, so I left it there. There's a stamp here and journaling there. Marilyn Monroe and Jane Russell. There's I forgot her name. She's in Gigi. Cannot remember her name at the moment. This is a Tim Holtz stamp. And these are stamps. This one has, this was a frame cut with my Cricut, and you can actually slide this red cardstock out to put a picture on it and slide it back in. And here's the other half of the coin envelope, and there's a tag in there with Gene Autry and Dale Evans. Gene Autry, Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. And there's a little picture from the King and I. This is Joan Crawford. And this is a clothing tag. I just like the leopard print. I thought it was very Hollywood. And on the back is a little picture of showgirls. This one is Fred Astaire and an actress I've never heard of named Lucille Bremer. But that's a tuck spot. And this one is Fred McMurray and Barbara Stanwyck, Double Indemnity. And the last signature has Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy in a pocket there, and there's some bling in the corners, and there's another envelope with Marlene Dietrich. And this is another Susan Hayward picture. Jane Russell. This was just cut from a piece of scrapbook paper and stitched on, as was this one. This was actually two. This is a punch with a paper punch, and this is a little paper doily that I cut from this paper. More music manuscript paper. Just some tuck spot, I guess. And there's Rita Hayworth, journaling, Rita Hayworth on the back. More journaling, and this nice Busby Berkeley big finale to the show picture. Here we have Jeanette MacDonald and Maurice Chevalier on a postcard, stamped postcard. Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music, and another Rita Hayworth. Here we have William Powell and Carol Lombard. Another one of those doilies I cut from that paper. And Fred Astaire and Judy Garland in Easter Parade. And the last picture is Lana Turner. So this is the Hollywood Icons Junk Journal for the Junk Journal Swap. Really looking forward to seeing what my partner has created. I don't know who my partner is yet, but I hope whoever gets this really likes it. And thanks so much for watching.